Well, hello 3D printer fans. I'm going to be trying to print some Pokemon. So far, I have already made a Squirtle, which came up pretty nice. This time I'm going to try to make a Charmander. So, here we go. So the first thing you need to do in Kura, I don't know what version this is currently. They used to have something up in the window bar. But the first thing we want to do, oh, you can't see it. Well, like, what did I do? Well, you'll pop up at the bar, and then you go and find your Pokemon. And this is the one that I want. It's a Charmander, which it's pretty much identical to the Squirtle, except doesn't have a shell on its back. And its tail's a little slightly different. But I don't want it to be, this is a good size. First thing we want to do is check your printer settings, which is over here. And we want, I don't need all that high quality, so I'm doing 0.2 millimeters, but if you wanted it to be high quality or higher quality, you can do that. And then some people do even higher than that. If your printer can handle that, you can do that. And then these are just good thicknesses. Makes it a good sturdy part, because this thing is not going to break. And then you want to do a horizontal expansion. This is if your printer's not exact, and then you have to get that from a different setting. But then infill, we want 25%. And for PLA, at least my black PLA that I have over here, 200 is what it sits at pretty nicely. And then for the build plate temperature, if you have a build plate, I recommend setting it to 60 for this. And also the rate diameter for your filament, which is 1.75 for mine. And enable retraction, because if you don't have retraction on, it's going to create a lot of burrs between these 2 points as it's making it. I don't have a cooling fan, but if you do, it's very useful. And if you don't have a heated build plate, I recommend a brim. But I'm using a skirt. And then I only have single extrusion on my printer. But then I go over here to my printer, take out the SD card, and then I do save to drive. And I have folders in it, so I'm going to wait till I eject. Because I like putting them in folders so I can easily find them later. Like I have a Pokemon folder. Then I eject it. And then, oh crap, I forgot I didn't show you. Like I said, you couldn't see those settings when I was doing it, but you want the skirt, and you want to set the build plate to 60.75, 100% flow rate. Do all at once. And then you'd want to save to drive, and then export it once that's done. I accidentally zoomed in and forgot to undo it. But then we can go check the layers, see if everything is okay. That's not much of an overhang. I know my printer can handle that, but if you know your printer can't handle overhangs too well, you can enable support material touching the build plate. But then go back to the printer, the SD card, which is right here. Turn it on, plug it in, and if your printer doesn't have an SD card, you can just always use the USB tether. My printer doesn't have that. So print from SD card, go to the folder I put it in, but you can't see that, so I'll go put you guys in the time lapse. I'm back. As you can see, the print failed. That was because the spool got hung up over here. So I gotta print another one. Which I did. Oh, dropped it. So now I got multiple starter Pokemon. Next one is Bulbasaur. See you next video.